Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. We talk a lot about the justice system and how it's a fucking joke. I'm going to give you proof of it right now. I'm going to give you proof of it, ladies and gentlemen, right now. And I'm going to try to hold my composure in this video. Remember earlier today, guys that be watching my videos on the regular, I did a video about this chick right here. Tamaria Barnett, 30 years old, charged with injury of a child because she beat up her goddaughter or friend's 4-year-old daughter that she's caring for while a friend is in prison, female friend is in prison, damn near to death. And this, like I said, this story took place in Houston. And would you believe it? She went to court today, and come to find out, she done bailed out of court. She not even locked up. I mean, she bailed out of jail. If that ain't gonna make you mad, listen to the details of what happened today in courtroom. This is an absolute abomination. Check it.
We begin first with a woman out on bond after police say she beat her 4-year-old goddaughter, leaving her in critical condition.
She's now facing charges for injury to a child. Fox 26's Jade Fleury is live outside of the Harris County Courthouse. So, Jade, what can you tell us about these allegations?
Well, the allegations of child abuse against Tamaria Barnett are extremely unsettling. Today in court, prosecutors mentioned some disturbing details about the 4-year-old's abuse, saying that Barnett beat the child to the point where she had bruises, lacerations, and even some soft tissue swelling.
You okay, Linda?
A question a father never wants to ask his daughter.
You okay?
4-year-old London Anthony hospitalized after police say she was severely beaten by her own godmother, Tamaria Barnett. Officials say Barnett had been watching over the little girl since September while her mother was in jail.
I'm really just here for my daughter. Justice for my daughter, justice for Linda.
Court records detailing the disturbing abuse, stating Barnett critically beat the child for months with a belt, a cord, her hands, and an unknown object. London's father, Carrick Anthony, describing the extent of his daughter's injuries.
My daughter has a screw in her head to monitor her brain waves. She's on life support still currently. She can't breathe by herself. Her ribs are bruised.
Anthony says he entrusted London to Barnett's care during his move. He says that family recommended Barnett and he trusted her as London's godmother.
I feel like I just let my child down like I'm responsible. I personally feel responsible, but I'm not responsible.
Barnett also has a prior criminal history of violence. She was also charged with assault back in 2018 after hitting a woman with her fist. Her court-appointed attorney spoke outside the hearing.
We don't have any of the evidence. We don't have the police report right now. We don't have the discovery. So she is presumed innocent right now.
So I'm praying for a miracle that she recovers before Christmas.
Little London Anthony remains at Texas Children's Hospital where she is recovering. Barnett has been released on a $100,000 bond, and as part of her bond conditions, she's not allowed around minors under the age of 17, including her 11-year-old son. She's due back in court in February of 2025. Reporting from downtown Houston, Jade Fleury, Fox 26 News.
Gentlemen, that's a crying shame. That's a crying fucking shame. How was she walking the streets after doing that to a child that's in the hospital right now fighting for a damn life at 4 years old? Now, I'm going to tell you another thing before we get into all the other stuff. I know you guys already thinking probably what I'm thinking. Why the dad ain't had the kids? We'll get into that in a second. But I'm going to say this. As a father, I want you to hear me closely. As a dad, and a lot of you guys going to ride with me on this, it's no fucking way I could see my child in that condition where she can't even speak to her fucking dad because she's beat up by somebody that was supposed to give her care, not torture. Ain't no way I could have went in that courtroom, and if I did, I would have been closed mouth and I would have watched old girl until she left. She wouldn't have made it home. Because something in me, the protective spirit in me, will not allow that to happen to a child that needed me, and I failed her once. And when I say failed her, I don't know his situation. Said something about he was going through a move, and a lot of people might dig this guy out like, yo, where was your kid and all this other type. Why you wasn't around a kid? Said the man had a record. Evidently, the mom got a record. She's in prison right now. This shit got a record. So I don't know what they weighed it against where he didn't have his child. Maybe he lived in another state and didn't really know that much about it. And he talked about it on the phone and they was introducing him to her. But either way, it's horrific seeing a child like that. That child wasn't even mine. That shit had got me breathing heavy because that's upsetting. It takes a special type of person to work in a children's ward or work around children that are traumatized, that should be outside playing, but they are beaten up by adults. Said the girl can't breathe on her own. You see all that stuff hooked up to her? He asked her, was she okay? It took her strength to shake her head, yes. She's sitting there, medicated, hurting. I don't give a shit. They gave this motherfucker bail and she bailed out. Who paid for that shit? See that? Who paid for that? Somebody bailed her out of jail after she beat a fucking kid up. Just listen to that part. She beat a kid and somebody let her the fuck out. Oh, I'll pay the 10 grand. You gonna go to court, right? Yeah. What kind of person are you? When somebody do some shit like that, they need to sit in that shitstorm they made. But see, it's people out here, just like part of the justice system, that coddle criminals and give them a second chance to fuck somebody else up. Or you got family members, no matter what, he or she ain't do nothing, and boom, motherfucker out on the street. Out on the street. Got a defense attorney. Defense attorney like, we ain't even got the damn shit yet. We don't even know what the hell's going on. We can't make a comment on nothing. So she's innocent until she's proven guilty. Fuck all that bullshit. She walking with her head up high, fat as hell, like she just had a Happy Meal or a Big Mac and shit. Cameras all in your face. You beat a kid up. Beat a kid up. What kind of anger issues do you have? What did a little girl do at 4 years old to where in 2 months' time you had to try to obliterate her like the juggernaut that you are? You think about that. That's a big joint. And you beat a girl so bad that is your goddaughter multiple times. Had her for 2 months. Beat her viciously. Till she can't even breathe on her own. If they go in there and pull the plug on all the machines and stuff, including the TV and all this other stuff, she ceases to exist. As a father, I can't fathom that. I can't allow that. She be in my trunk right now, sitting there looking stupid as hell. All the terror you inflict on my child, you receive tenfold. The punishment need to fit the crime. This is crazy. And it's insane. They gave her a bond and she's out walking the street right fucking now. You got her your fucking mind. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. I'm sure the dude is standing there and he's talking. And he like, yeah, I'm just here basically for my daughter and all this other stuff. Man, listen, it would take everything in me and plus more to make me not do something to that chick. When I seen her face to face, and this is another thing I think about. I don't know if he knew her because, he said he introduced her and said she was good people. I don't think he met her face to face. Because I'll tell you something. When people destroy the lives of children, of other people, a lot of times she's caring for the child. She knows the child got a father. You got to have a mother and father to be born. Stuff. No matter what, she might have felt, and I honestly believe this, it was no threat of this man because either he moved away, because he's talking about moving, or he didn't really keep enough contact with her so where she was like, if I do something, you ain't nobody going to know nothing anyway. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is absolutely heartbreaking, and it happens every day, and it's going to keep happening. Why does they have bail? Why she have bail? I keep saying it. That shit is blowing my mind. She walked in there dressed up after you just fucked the kid up. They still saying they don't think the little girl is going to make it. And that's why seeing that video of her barely blinking her eyes was that much harder to see. All right, I'm done. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Nobody will love your children and care for them the way you do. Sometimes it's like that. But I mean, come on. Come on. I don't know. And like, you know, just like everybody else, why didn't she go with that? I don't know. I don't know. He could explain it. But I mean, everybody got their own situations. But come on, man. Come on. You can't even pick your baby up off that bed and say that he's here. All you can do is pat her hands. Heartbreaking. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.